Oh no. Ooh, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Why is it that every time you go to use a grease gun or get in a bad spot, it's always out of freaking grease? Today we're wrapping up a job and I wanted to do a video on the PrimeTech. A nice little walk around video for people that haven't been around one of these or want to see what ours looks like. So that's what I'm going to do. I got the cab lifted up right now doing some greasing on it, and I figured pretty good time to show what's going on underneath this underneath the hood and what's underneath the cab. So here we go. Not too much debris gets underneath the cab here or in the engine compartment, hence why one of these things has never caught on fire in the field while in action. With the cab lifted up, good access here. In these earlier models, you could consider this like a first gen of the PrimeTech PT-175. The whole back of this does the same thing. Pull out a couple bolts, hydraulic it up, and this whole hood gets completely out of the way. This one here has been damaged, so ignore that. It's supposed to have a door that slides out. Hit a button, it does it all. It's got a 4.5 4BT Cummins in it, rated at 160 horsepower. Again, with this thing lifted up out of the way, you got pretty good access to that. Alright, so we all got favorites of something, whether it's truck, boot, whatever. PrimeTech is essentially an FAE machine. We do have AUI, we do have CMAF, but they don't throw stuff like this thing does. The coolest part to me about an FAE head is just how it can broadcast the mulch. All this stuff, all this mulch was brought from up there. Several trees we took down and brought it down with the excavator and just broadcast it out down there. It's not getting too thick right here, and the owner, he wasn't concerned. We mulched that down there, but it can just broadcast all the chips out there. It'll shoot stuff like 60, 100 feet. But like I was saying, just like everybody's favorite boot I stick by, Ariat. Favorite truck, Dodge with a Cummins in it. This thing is an FAE with a Cummins in it. So this machine here, it's set up narrow, which I don't particularly mind. Would rather like the wider head set up on here, but it matches with the tracks. The tracks on a PrimeTech, they do actually extend. They go out, I think they said it goes out 2 inches on each side. So you will have about 4 inches of extra width for running side hills, just for a little extra stability. Well, we'll take a look inside the cab here. My dad is primarily the mulcher operator. I run the excavator. It's a good team, but he is not a machine operator. He doesn't want to do it all day long. He'll hop off and, you know, go cut some logs up or whatever, just to get his legs stretched out. But after he ran this machine for a little while, he said, you know what, I can understand how somebody can sit in one of these all day long. I'll go over the controls on this bad Larry. So over here you got all your standard stuff, key on, and every time you start it up you have to turn on your hydraulics. And when you fire up your mulcher, you have to have your mulcher, that's your variable speed for your mulcher head right there. So you have to have that thing backed all the way off, hit the button, and then speed it up to what you want to run it at. It's got all your standard, you know, your lights, front and back, your winch, reversible fan. That is a must-have right there. All your normal gauges, and then obviously you cannot see much out the back of this thing. That's just a, you know, make sure you get a tan on your ears. But you can't see anything out the back. Backup camera. Got your left and right drive, mulcher and mulcher working pressure. Start with this stick over here. This stick on this side, if you've watched a PrimeTech at all, you'll know that the head is not 100% fixed. It is designed to float and contour with the ground a little bit. And when you push the head down, you mash it all the way, it only gives 300 psi of down pressure plus the weight of the head. So that thing can float. So you got a button over here. It's your thrust load button right here. So you can push that button down and you can actually bury the head in the ground in subsoil. Then these ones just all operate the hood. That's just your hood circuit right there, and these are for your push bar option if you had it. This side over here, you got your high and low speed, outside trigger, you got yourself a horn. This one here is for your windshield wiper. Don't know what that one does. I think it's dead. Not sure. But this one is the coolest one in the park. That little bad boy, that thing is your variable speed. So you can push the stick all the way forward, roll that back, and it is going to go at a continuous creep. Compared to just having to vary your speed the whole time, that thing does all the work for you. Makes you lazy. You can just hold that bad boy down, and you do not have to, you know, get the, you know, as soon as the machine kind of gets a little rocking on you, all your body weight and stuff just goes right down to your hand and makes that stick move even more. But with this thing, it takes that completely gone. All you do is roll her back. That said, going for forward, and it makes it so much easier on you because you can just push the stick forward and mulch through your brush. Don't have any trouble about, you know, trying to find your correct speed, because that thing just it takes care of it for you. It's got a pretty wide range of speed that it allows you to do. A couple other things that this machine has. All the vents are nice. They all point straight at you, not just pointing on your elbow. Defrost out there, bunch of defrost all over the window. Heat and AC all right here. And this bad boy even has a heated seat. Because why not? That's going to do it for inside the cab here. We'll go outside and check out everything out here on the front. About here, they got that slot right there, so there's extra room for this mulcher head to twist as you're going over uneven surfaces, rather than 100% following what the tracks and the machine are doing the whole time. Pretty good idea. It looks weird when you see it for the first time, but it works great. And if you really want to push it down, hit that button like I was saying, and just bury this head right in the ground. These push bars on this thing are, I would say, overkill for the bolt size that goes in there. Overall, the PrimeTech machine is a boss. Love how the controls are. The controls on this rig are nice and smooth. There's no delay in the sticks, and everything's just nice and smooth, like weight you would expect a machine to be. It's got great turning power. Do a 360, 180 right on the spot. Turns great, even with these big wide tracks on it. But she is a heavy girl. 21,000. I thought she only weighed 19.5, but that's what the sticker in there weighs. And it does tow a little bit heavier than the 080, but I'm very happy about it. We were talking about the lamb track, and I was like, you know what? I'd rather have two PrimeTechs and get rid of the lamb track, but that lamb track's got a spot. It'll always be around. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Best I could walk around of the PrimeTech PT-175. Hit them buttons, thumbs up, like this, subscribe if you haven't yet. Comment any questions on the machine that I didn't answer or anything. Let me know if you got one. If you had any trouble with this one. We've had a couple kinks that we've had to work out because it isn't a used machine, but that'll happen. Anyway, thanks guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.